Good morning, students. So today we will study about the inverse trigonometric function. Correct? In lower classes, means standard 10, you have done about the trigonometric functions, introduction to trigonometry. So many formulas you have learned about the trigonometry. Now you are going in this chapter little reverse of that. So first of all, we have to know if sine theta equal to x. Look at here. If sine theta equal to x, the range of that is minus pi by 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to pi by 2 and minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, then sine inverse x equal to theta is called inverse sine function. Correct? That is, in symbolic form, how we will write sine inverse x equal to theta, which implies that sine theta equal to x. The range is here, as I told, minus pi by 2 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 2, or minus 1 less than or equal to x less than 1. Now, on regard of sine, some formulas are there. Okay, so let us discuss these formulas. Sine inverse 1 by root 2, that is equal to pi by 4. Why? The reason is written over here, that sine pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2, we know very well. Similar way, sine inverse root 3 by 2 equal to pi by 3. Sine, because sine pi by 3 equal to root 3 by 2, as I know, we know very well. Next, sine inverse 1 by 2 equal to pi by 6. Therefore, sine as sine pi by 6 equal to 1 by 2. In similar way, sine inverse 1 equal to pi by 2, because sine pi by 2 equal to 1. Sine inverse minus 1 equal to minus pi by 2, because sine of minus pi by 2 equal to minus of sine pi by 2 equal to minus 1. Sine inverse minus half, that is equal to minus pi by 6, as sine of minus pi by 6 equal to minus of sine pi by 6 equal to minus half. In similar way, sine inverse minus root 3 by 2 equal to minus pi by 3. Why? Because sine minus of pi by 3 equal to minus of sine pi by 3, which is equal to minus root 3 by 2. In similar way, sine inverse minus of 1 by root 2, that is equal to minus pi by 4. The reason is sine of minus pi by 4 equal to minus of sine pi by 4, which is equal to minus 1 by root 2. And in similar way, this one also. So, students, one by one I will discuss. First of all, I have discussed about the sine, then after the cos, then tan. And one thing, make it clear that here in this chapter basically we have to memorize lots of formula. So regarding the sine, whatever the formulas are there, I have just shown. Now let us switch on to the cos. Okay, now after sine function we will study about the cosine. So look at here, if cos theta equal to x with 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi, this is the range, and minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, then cos inverse x, it will be equal to theta, is called cosine function. Correct? That is, cos inverse x equal to 0, which implies that cos theta equal to x. That is the range what I told earlier. Now from the cosine, these are the formulas which we have to memorize. Look at here. First one, cos inverse half, that is equal to pi by 3. Reason why? Because we know very well cos pi by 3 equal to half. Similar way, cos inverse root 3 by 2 equal to pi by 6. Same way, cos pi by 6 equal to root 3 by 2. That's why. Next, cos inverse 1 by root 2 equal to pi by 4. Because cos pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2. Cos inverse 1 equal to 0. Because cos 0 equal to 1, we know very well. Yes. Similar way, cos inverse 0 equal to pi by 2. Because cos pi by 2 equal to 0. Now look at here, cos inverse minus 1 by root 2. Let us take it as theta. Then obviously cos theta equal to minus 1 by root 2. Now cos theta equal to, then automatically it is coming as what? 1 by root 2 is pi by 4. So 1 minus 1 by root 2 will be minus cos pi by 4. That means cos theta equal to minus cos pi by 4. Now just if it is minus, then we can just change the quadrant, that is cos pi minus pi by 4. Correct? If it is minus pi minus pi by 4, that is equal to cos 3 pi by 4. So theta equal to 3 pi by 4. That means if theta equal to 3 pi by 4, that means here, look at here, cos inverse minus 1 by root 2 is equal to theta. So in place of theta I can write 3 pi by 4. That is cos inverse minus 1 by root 2 equal to 3 pi by 4. I hope it is clear. In similar pattern, here directly I have just make it So I hope it is clear now. Cos inverse minus root 3 by 2 equal to pi minus pi by 6 equal to 5 pi by 6. Correct? Because cos pi minus pi by 6 equal to minus pi by 6 minus cos pi by 6 equal to minus root 3 by 2. In similar way, cos inverse minus 1 by 2 equal to pi minus pi by 3, that is equal to 2 pi by 3. The reason is like that, cos pi minus pi by 3 equal to minus of cos pi by 3, which is equal to minus half. And similar way, cos inverse root 3 minus 1 by whole by 2 root 2 equal to 5 pi by 12. Okay, so these are the formulas of under the cosine which we have to memorize. Okay, after cosine we will just turn over to the tangent. Okay students. Okay, after sine and cosine, let us study about the tan. So look at here students, if tan theta equal to x with minus pi by 2 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 2. So this is the range, and minus infinity less than x less than infinity, which is the domain, then tan inverse x equal to theta is called inverse tan function. Correct students? So that is tan inverse x equal to theta, which implies that tan theta equal to x. What is the range and domain? Now from the tan, these are the formulas which we have to learn and memorize. Look at here, tan inverse 0 equal to 0 because tan 0 equal to 0. Tan inverse 1 equal to pi by 4 because tan pi by 4 equal to 1. In similar way, tan inverse root 3 equal to pi by 3 because tan pi by 3 equal to root 3. Tan inverse 1 by root 3 equal to pi by 6 since tan pi by 6 equal to 1 by root 3. Tan inverse minus 1 equal to minus pi by 4 as tan of minus pi by 4 equal to minus 1. Tan inverse minus root 3 equal to minus of pi by 3 since tan pi by minus of pi by 3 equal to minus root 3, and tan inverse minus 1 by root 3 equal to pi by 6. Okay, so it will be minus pi by 6 because tan of minus pi by 6 equal to minus 1 by root 3. Okay students, so we have discussed about the sine, cosine and tan. Correct? Now apart from sine, cosine and tan, some other formulas are there, that is cosec, sec and cot. Let us discuss about those. Okay students, now look at here, after sine, cosine and tan, cosec inverse x equal to theta, which implies that cosec theta equal to x. So this is the range and this is the domain, that is minus pi by 2 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 2. Correct? And theta not equal to 0. For sec inverse x equal to theta, which implies that sec theta equal to x, where range is 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi. Here theta is not equal to pi by 2, and this is the domain. Next, for cot inverse x equal to theta, then cot theta will be x, which range is 0 to pi. Correct? Theta will lie between 0 to pi. Now from this cosec, sec and cot, we are getting these formulas. Let us discuss cosec inverse 2. Students, cosec inverse 2 equal to pi by 6. Why? Because we know very well cosec pi by 6 equal to 2. Next, cosec inverse root 2 equal to pi by 4 because cosec pi by 4 equal to root 2. Cosec inverse 2 by root 3 equal to pi by 3 because cosec pi by 3 equal to 2 by root 3. Next, cosec inverse 1 equal to pi by 2 because cosec pi by 2 equal to 1. Next, sec inverse 2 equal to pi by 3 because sec pi by 3 equal to 2. Similarly, sec inverse 1 equal to 0 because sec 0 equal to 1. In similar way, sec inverse 2 by root 3 equal to pi by 6 because sec pi by 6 equal to 2 by root 3. Sec inverse root 2. Next, sec inverse root 2 equal to pi by 4 because sec pi by 4 equal to root 2. Next, for cot, cot inverse 1 equal to pi by 4 because cot pi by 4 equal to 1. Cot inverse root 3 equal to pi by 6 because cot pi by 6 equal to root 3, and cot inverse 1 by root 3 equal to pi by 3 because cot pi by 3 equal to 1 by root 3. And cot inverse 0 equal to pi by 2 because cot pi by 2 equal to 0. So these are the formulas which we have to learn. So we have discussed all the trigonometric functions in the inverse form, that is sine, cosine, tan, now here cosec, sec and cot. Correct? Now I will just write one table from where it will be more clear to you. all its range and domain and the trigonometric function. Okay students? So after dealing all the trigonometric functions, now look at here at a glance. So students, it's my request to you, note down in such a way, in a table format, so that you can learn them and you can memorize them very clearly. So look at here, functions, if x equal to sine y, then inverse function will be y equal to sine inverse x, whose domain is -1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, and range is -π/2 less than or equal to y less than or equal to π/2. For the function x equal to cos y, inverse function will be y equal to cos inverse x, and the domain of that inverse function will be -1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, and the range of that inverse function will be 0 less than or equal to 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to pi. Next, when x equal to tan y is the function, at that time inverse function will be y equal to tan inverse x. Domain of that inverse function is a real number. That means minus infinity less than or equal to x less than or equal to infinity. Negative infinity and the positive infinity both lying within that domain. Next, similarly, range will be -π/2 less than y less than π/2. And for the function x equal to cosec y, inverse function will be y equal to cosec inverse x, and the domain of the inverse function will be x greater than or equal to 1 or x less than or equal to -1. Correct? And the range -π/2 less than or equal to y less than or equal to π/2, y where y not equal to 0. For the function x equal to sec y, inverse function will be y equal to sec inverse x. Its domain for the inverse function will be x greater than or equal to 1 or x less than or equal to -1. And the range of the inverse function will be 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to pi, where y not equal to π/2. And the last one, that is the function x equal to cot y, for that inverse function will be y equal to cot inverse x, and the domain will be same again, a real number r, or I can write -infinity less than x less than infinity. This is the basic little differences between the tan and the cot. For the tan, it will be -infinity less than or equal to x less than or equal to infinity, correct? But for the cot, minus infinity less than x less than infinity. That means -infinity and infinity will not lie within that domain. Now range will be 0 less than y less than pi. So if you can write in such a way, it will be quite easier for you to memorize. Okay students? Okay. Now I have just taken the first three graphs of the inverse trigonometric function. This is the y equal to sine inverse x, this is the y equal to cos inverse x, and this is y equal to tan inverse x. We know the domain and the range. In such a way, the sine curve or the inverse sine inverse curve will be like this way. Correct students? Okay. And then after, for the y equal to cos inverse x, curve will be like this way. This is the x axis, this is the x axis, and this is the y axis. Okay. And similarly for y equal to tan inverse x, this is the x axis, this is the y axis. The curve will be like this way. So though we have not to remember too much, but just for our conceptions, we have to remember these three curves. Now I will deal some maths over this inverse trigonometric function. Okay students, now I have taken a few maths. Look at here, find the principal value of the following. We have to find out the principal value, correct? So how we will proceed? So first question is sine inverse minus half. So we have sine of minus pi by 6 equal to minus of sine pi by 6, correct? Which is equal to minus half. So thus I can write in such a way that sine inverse minus half equal to minus pi by 6. This is the A. Now next one is B is what? Cos inverse root 3 by 2. So here also we have cos root 3 by 2. That means cos pi by 6 equal to root 3 by 2. So thus cos inverse root 3 by 2 equal to pi by 6. I hope it is clear, students. Now next C, tan inverse minus root 3. So we have tan minus root 3. Minus root 3 means minus pi by 3. Correct? So tan minus pi by 3 is equal to minus tan pi by 3. That is equal to minus root 3. Correct? So thus tan inverse minus root 3 equal to pi by 6. Next D is what? Cosec. So here we have cosec pi by 6 equal to 2. So thus cosec inverse 2 will be pi by 6. Correct? This one is cos inverse half. Cos inverse half. So let cos inverse minus half equal to theta. Let us assume in such a way. Then obviously cos theta will be what? Minus half. Correct? Which is equal to minus half. Minus half means minus cos pi by 3. Correct, students? That is equal to cos pi minus pi by 3. Correct? That means ultimately you are getting what? Cos theta. You are getting what? Cos theta equal to cos pi minus pi by 3 will be what? 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. That means theta equal to 2 pi by 3. That means implies theta equal to 2 pi by 3. So here you have taken cos inverse minus half equal to theta, and ultimately we have bring theta equal to 2 pi by 3. So that you can write that cos inverse minus half in place of theta equal to 2 pi by 3. Correct? And the last one, that is f, I am doing over here. F is what? Tan inverse minus 1. So here we have tan minus pi by 4 equal to minus 1. So thus tan inverse minus 1 will be minus pi by 4. Correct? So what actually we have got? The first one, sin inverse minus half is equal to minus pi by 6. Correct? Then next one is cos inverse root 3 by 2 is pi by 6. Third one, tan inverse minus root 3 will be pi by 6. And fourth one is cosec inverse 2 is equal to pi by 6. Fifth one is cos inverse minus half is equal to 2 pi by 3. And last one, tan inverse minus 1 is minus pi by 4. I hope it is clear, students. Okay? So in the next episode or in the next video, I will just elaborate few more maths over this inverse trigonometric function. Okay, students? So don't forget to watch the next video.